Hello.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. Sir, ready a team, sorry. I need to wait. Fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome and very good afternoon. So basically, I think we have people from all regions in this meeting now. So we deal with content localization, and this is a basically review project for the transcription done on a tool. So you'll be having some audio which will be transcribed according to the speaker segments, which you need to review according to the guidelines. So basically, I'll share all the login credentials, how we have to log in. I'll show you how to log in into the tool and how you have to perform a quality check for a particular task in this training. So anyone who have experience of previously working with any transcription projects? Hello. Okay, Elizabeth. Okay, fine. So on which platform, may I know the platform which you have used or the project on which? Okay, great. So Elizabeth, are you aware of all the guidelines? Okay, then that sounds great. Uh, so I think you just need a brief of it. And for the people who are very new to the tool, I'll just guide you now. I'll be sharing my screen in couple of seconds. So just if you want to record, you can record this training session for your references, and just observe how I'm logging into the tool and I am trying to perform a QA for any particular task. You will be shared with a reference feedback document as well. And if you need any assistance, I will be assisting you further while you'll be doing live QCA for any task going forward. Okay. So here I'm sharing my screen now. So I hope it's visible to everyone. So basically, you will be provided with a sheet like this, a spreadsheet, which will have a Google tool link on the portal for which you have to log in. So every time you should make sure you are opening an incognito window and you are copying that tool link here and just trying to log in incognito window. You can bookmark this tool link as well and say you want to review. You have been assigned with this account. So you'll just take that account from here and you'll take the password of this account. So once I log in, this is the tool on which you'll find the task which needs to be reviewed. So this is nothing but the current count of the pool or the audios available for QA in this account or in this particular language. And then here is the audio. So now to make sure that I am performing the uh, QA of the task which is particularly assigned to me, first thing what I'll do is after logging in, I'll try to check my parking lot. There will be a P symbol with a number highlighted in red color or a blue color. You just need to click on this and you'll find one question ID which is 4984, and same has to be available on your tracker. Here you can see, I'll increase the font. It's 4984, and the same task is available for me in the parking tool, a parking lot. So I'll click here, I'll click on open park question, and my review question will load here. If anyone have any doubt, please let me know. So say this is the page where I am not finding anything. So this file have multiple speakers. So for this to get my transcription part, I'll come to the middle of the screen and I'll have a, now I can see the transcription done on this tool. So before performing the QA, I'll just check for my question ID once again. It's 4984. I can come back to this tracker and I can check here. It's 4984. So what I'll do is I'll try to copy this question ID. I'll create a feedback document. So I'll just type it here as question ID, task duration. It's 8 minutes 13 seconds. I'll mention it as feedback. And before proceeding with the QA, I'll just ask you to thoroughly go through the guidelines which are available on the video link. Beside video link, there is another I symbol. If you click on this, it will take you to the written domain conventions of particular language. This is for Czechs, what I have opened now, but you'll have it for Khmer, for Lao, for Icelandic. For each and every language, we have this written domain conventions, which we need to keep handy while performing a QA. Suppose, say, I want to know about the guidelines for numbers. So here you can find an example and correct sentence exactly how you need to transcribe it while if something similar is used in an audio. So say number less than 10 has to be written in letters, not in digits. Numbers greater than 10 has to be written in digits, not in letters. But there is some exception for this, that is like mathematical expression or any units which are measured, or anything which can be measured is spoken in the audio. So you need to follow these guidelines while doing the quality check. Here you'll have examples of all the related numbers, digits, units, currencies, and time. Or say someone is talking about percentage, how you need to transcribe that. If something is incorrect, you'll correct it according to the guideline. Got it? If anyone have any doubt, let me know. So now I'll move forward with other part here. That is agreed spelling, which will have how to use pronounce punctuations or interjunctions or anything which is related to grammar. You can find it here. And there is another thing like brand and product name. Say someone is speaking about Burger King, Google, or YouTube in a audio, then it has to be transcribed as it is shown on website, official website of there or Wikipedia page of that particular company or any local brand which is famous in your country. So for brand names, you need to follow this, and for punctuation parts, you can check how you need to use commas, punctuation. If it is complete sentence, how it has to be transcribed, and if it is incomplete sentence, how it has to be. Other than this, there is a rule for PII as well, which is stands for some personal information which is relating to an individual who is not famous and who is talking about himself or who is talking about others in an audio, and he is introducing them with their personal names. In that case, we are supposed to use PII label, and we are not supposed to transcribe any personal information. Only a famous personality like Michael Jackson or any other famous hero or a film actor or a politician like Donald Trump, someone who is very famous on social media or a local famous personality of your country, for them, their names can be transcribed, and those people are not required to be marked as PII. Only for the people who are very famous. Like, say, here there is an example. Commonly known names like Taylor Swift, Tom Hanks, Michael Jordan, or any company or business name or their business phone numbers. These or pet names or social media accounts of companies or famous people. And sometimes there might be some cartoon series which will have fictional names. In those cases also, we are not required to mark PII. Only for personal information of any individual who is not so famous is required to be marked as PII. So for all the languages, you'll be having this. So my suggestion will be to open this, keep it open while performing the QA, and you can simply come here and say play the audio. So something is said here. If you find it to be incorrect, you'll highlight this word. You'll take a screenshot through a sniping tool or through any other tool which you are useful to or which you feel it's handy for you. You can simply take a screenshot, highlight the error, and mark it. Mention the error like uh, incorrect word transcribed. It should be, you can mention the correct word here, whatever it might be, a correct word, you can mention it here. Or say, suppose you're finding brand name error. So you'll just take it a screenshot and mention it as brand name error. Or a number format error. As I said, you numbers below 0 to 9 has to be in letters. Only exception is for unit, currency, and measurements. Number format error. So you'll simply mention the error, what type of error it is, and you'll take a screenshot of the same. And you'll rectify it on the tool. Say someone has said that about $15 or 15 euros, then I'll type 15 in digits and I'll show that this transcription was missed or transcription was misheard. Say someone is saying How are you doing today? And someone has typed it as how are you today? So he has missed doing word here. So you can just highlight that this misheard transcription in below. Or if complete sentence is incorrect, you'll just mention complete sentence is incorrect. You'll just highlight the complete sentence. It is completely incorrect sentence. You'll mention it as complete sentence is incorrectly transcribed. So something like this, we have to prepare a QA document for the speech which you are able to listen on the audio, and you need to make corrections after highlight marking the errors, and you have to correct the audio completely. So here, something which is spoken by the speaker but not understood by the transcriber. So they have labeled it as unintelligible. And for all the speaker segments, you'll be having labels. Say someone has spoken some name here. This is a name of some person, but he has transcribed it, and he is not so famous. So you'll just come here and you'll select a PAI label for this name part only, and you will just split this. Say suppose name was spoken from, say, till here. So this blue line, if I come here and if I click split, it will split the segment. Now you can see there are two segments for this speaker. So if this was, say, a person's name, so I'll just mark it as PAI, and I'll come down and I'll start another here, and I'll mark as PII error. Here I'll come and I'll just mark it as PII error. Got it? But now I'm not sure, so I'll just rectify this. I'm deleting this part. So like this, we have to check the audio completely for the speakers, and as well as if someone has introduced themselves, the speaker number will change to speaker name. Say someone has introduced himself as Lucky, then I'll change it to Lucky and I'll mark it as speaker labeling error, because a speaker was incorrectly labeled as number one, whether when it has to be someone's name who has introduced himself, or he was introduced by someone else in the audio. So like this, you need to play the complete audio and check for the transcription part whether it is done according to guidelines or not. And wherever it is unnecessarily marked as unintelligible, if it can be transcribed, you just need to mark an error that incorrect label used, whether when it can be transcribed. So this is someone is shouting, so it's not transcribable. So this is correct. What is done? So like this, we need to identify for the errors in the complete audio and then make a proper document and share with us. You will be checking only for transcription part. Okay. If you have any doubts, let me know. So for now, can I stop presenting the screen? Hello, team.